for me. Find me somewhere out in London, you know that's the hideaway. I need some head and some moral support from you right away. Since I've been making donations to you like United Way, you know I do. Stories you told me about him, I can see that it's night and day. You told me the truth. Walking from here to my bedroom and feel like it's miles away. There's too many roads. And I'm still hard body, I don't feel nobody. And I'm will some riding on my friendships. Solid, I get big deposits on my whips exotic. Revving the engine, what? City dependent. I gotta finish it, I want opinions, she wanted things, yeah. She want a ring or some sort of arrangement, yeah. Something that's dangerous, I wanna change it, I wanna claim it, yeah. I want it painted, yeah. She quick to say no cause she know she a diamond, yeah. She getting quiet, yeah. She on the diet, she want a massage, yeah. I'm tryna get intimate, yeah. Bank account never diminishing, yeah. Niggas are changing their images, yeah. Niggas act hard but they innocent, yeah. Hop in the tank and move militant, yeah, 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 yeah. Find me somewhere out in London, you know that's the hideaway. I need some head and some moral support from you right away. Since I've been making donations to you like United Way, you know I do. Stories you told me about him, I can see that it's night and day. You told me the truth. Walking from here to my bedroom and feel like it's miles away. There's too many roads. And I'm still hard body, I don't feel nobody. And I'm will some riding on my friendships. Solid, I get big deposits on my whips exotic. Trunk on the engine, I'm on a mission. The Bronco 250, I'm out your division. I got him excited, know it's been a little minute. I left her delighted, made her love off a chrome horn. These sucker despite it, the touch is the Midas. She say fuck me and calm, I just do it like Lover but Nike. Ordered a ginger for you and your friends. Show for you running that big body Benz. Got a little bit that came up from nothing. We shopping in London, they doing it big. Landed private, but we out in public. I know we the topic for you and your kids. Life's monopoly gon' broke, not an option. If they could've stopped it, they would've been dead. They would've been dead. She could be the wig. Don't play with my hands, you test my emotions. Don't be testing my phone every day, I'ma leave it on red. Don't digging and stroking. My new bitch pussy wet like an ocean, I need a new spread. The solid one chosen. Ain't gon' wanna stay focused, I can't let them put me on edge.
Can't put me on edge. I just bust on my wrist and this rose go in and say, yeah. I just put pointers on feds. I just counted to me and all cash and got hit from the feds. Yeah. I just told them if we played, then we stop in the growth of they dreads. I just had told put the pyramid, push that I'm never gonna drive them to shit. Build a panoramic doors. We got foes and deuces, toast on the big dog.
I feel like we get a Corbin Carroll, Nugenheimer off of something off speed. Can't walk him. Can't get him on the base pass. And I think you got to pitch to him. And I don't know if it's going to end well.
That guy sucks, Jose Ferrer. Sure, he can throw 100 miles an hour. He has no idea where it's going.
Zero clue. You're gassing up Ferrer, dude.
Zero clue where it's going. That guy, he might as well be pitching with a blindfold on.
And then Ty Jerome, this is where I will gladly take him to be pork. This is his perfect opportunity to shine, and he's been really good at taking these opportunities. So now that he has every single opportunity in the world where he's going to be pretty much the only starter in the lineup for a majority of the game against this Pacers defense, gladly I will get involved.
Arrest Zach Campbell. Put him behind steel bars. Get this guy out of here. He is a f***ing loser, a scum, a lowlife who makes people's lives around him significantly worse to benefit his. He's a me guy, the textbook definition of a me guy. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 696 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you are not tracking your bets on Bookit, today could be a great day to start. Change your life, start tracking your bets over there on the best bet tracking app on the App Store or Google Play. Jovan, how we doing? Happy Thursday. I missed this.
Yeah.
Last couple of days.
And what feels like decades.
Sure.
It's odd.
It does. Feels like it's been years. It's been a good week, though, chat. We've had a lot of productive meetings. Okay, setting the culture of Bookit over here and getting the new office ready. It's been a very productive week over here at Bookit. We're not just sitting here doing nothing. Okay, we're working our butts off to give you guys the best quality content we can. We appreciate you guys sticking with us, and we're ready to have a great rest of the week. We'll fire up BTL tomorrow as well and see if we can peer pressure Trent into maybe a surge. Who knows? Right? The sky's the limit. Jovan, thoughts on the new office, man? It's really starting to come together.
Starting to come together, yeah. I'll be super excited when it gets like fully filled out. Not that the chat can see this, but everything kind of in between the studios is going to look pretty sick. But love this TMA studio. Actually, gas.
It's already looking sharp.
Yeah. Once we get the BTL office built out too, when you're down here, that'll be fire.
Yes. Over under 7.5 Commanders items. I'm putting that in office. Dude,
Might take that over.
we might have to set a rule right off the rip. No Baltimore paraphernalia in that office. Let's set some ground rules here, folks.
Ground.
And Gooch just put it in his 2 weeks. Okay. All right, we'll get you a little corner set up, Gooch. A little Baltimore corner.
Gooch's corner.
Gooch's corner.
Filled
Gooch's
with
corner.
Lamoose piss memorabilia.
Let me know. Yeah, end of the year, guys. End of the year, a couple months, though. Give us some time. Yeah, here's the deal. We got the Nats on right now, so let me know when they start giving up some runs. But right now, Trevor's doing yob. Other than Nats offense is not. Shocker. I guess here's a question for my baseball guys out there real quick. You know, you have a young player, Dylan Cruz, who's been really struggling, right? It's kind of like what we saw from Jackson Holiday last year, where, you know, the lights are a little bright and there's still time. No need to freak out or hit the panic button yet, but it's not looking too good to start out the career. And we need to start seeing some, you know, trending upwards and some positivity and some results, to be honest with you. And he finally got 2 hits yesterday, had a great day. I know he got thrown out stealing, but had a solid day at the dish, looked good. And what does Davey Martinez do as soon as he gets any sort of momentum? He says, hey, go grab Pine over there. Take the day off today.
Got to be better. Have to be better.
And then the guy filling in for him sitting in a double plays with the bases loaded to end innings. It is the most frustrating thing. If I'm feeling this way, imagine how the players are feeling on the team. If you guys have watched any Nats games recently, you could tell they pan to the dugout. Nobody's talking to each other. The coaches are in one corner. The players are on the other side. You can feel the chemistry is off. It sucks. It sucks. The players are losing trust in their coach. Plain and simple. Davey Martinez has to go. He is not a good coach. He wasn't a good coach in 2019. He got carried by Howie Kendrick, Juan Soto, Ryan Zimmerman, a great pitching staff. And we got lucky a little bit. Davey Martinez has not done shit for this team. He is a bad manager, and it is showing right now. Changes need to be made. And I'm tired of sitting around keeping that to myself. We got W. Manny subs coming in hot. Let's go, Manny. Atta babe.
The GOAT.
Good to see you, Manny. Sure we can. Let me go ahead and get the Twitch pulled up here so I can check on the subbies. You guys are goated. We had a W sweats last night, back-to-back sweats in the new studio. Rumor has it we might get a Trent sweats tonight for the Thunder game as well.
Wow.
Yeah, people are talking. People are talking. We're popping up for Goods. I don't know why the fuck we're doing it. We're popping up for Goods. Let's fucking go. W's. Yeah, let's have an absolute day today, guys. Let me know when the Nats give up the leads. I'm also on the Orioles over. Still waiting for any runs in that game. Early.
Jeez.
We got plenty of time. Okay.
Oh, guess what?
Immediate double play. We got a hype train moving and grooving, folks.
Let's go.
We have a hype train moving and grooving
Early hype train.
in the first couple minutes of the show. Love to see it. W's. Let's
Trent
fucking
furious.
go.
Trent legit furious. Manny
says, I'll gift more during Trent's stream. Manny, you are him, bro.
Wow. So him.
You are goated. You gave so many subs last night as well. Okay. Yeah, let's have a day, guys. Hype train is moving and grooving. Level 3 would be a real treat if we can see that thing get to level 5. Would be a real treat. ZC Nukes coming in hot with the resub. Manny, you're goated, bro. 5 subbies for the peeps. The Gummy 1 coming in. Picks by Brew coming in at the end of TMA. WTMA earlier today as well. If you guys missed that, you can always go back and rewatch on the YouTube. It's on there earlier talking about the Commanders' upcoming schedule and some MLB winners for today. Okay? Jovan, no recaps. It's been a while. We do have to lock in and hit a squad ride at the end of the show today. We're going to spend plenty of time on it because we are cold as ice this month on squad rides. After a great month last month, we are cold as ice in May. We have to turn the tides. Plain and simple. Okay? Braves are making Trevor Williams look like DeGrom. Surely that goes well with me reading that chat out loud. Okay. Gentlemen, why don't we just cut the shit and hop right in? We got winners galore to share with the people. Why don't we tell them what we got today? Pull up the Sharp Report. Let's get into our favorite plays for today. We got a consensus quake as well. We'll talk about it here in a moment, but could probably get started with my first straight bet on the books. The Rangers on the ML. Also, shout out Patrick Corbin last night. You can't fucking make it up. 9 strikeouts. He's
edging. Legit edging.
Actually him. Can't make it up. But today, you're going to see a similar pitching performance, maybe even better, Jovan, from Jacob deGrom, in my opinion.
Let's go.
Totals dropping. 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. 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 2 hits, Line's not moving too much on the ML for the Rangers. They win this game today. DeGrom goes out there and shoves. He's got that 1.5 run runs allowed square up there that makes me love the less than against the Astros, who are starting to heat up as well. And Hunter Brown. We're friends with Hunter Brown on the show. We respect him, right?
Yeah.
But he's going to get his shit rocked today. Plain and simple. Okay, we're going to talk about that too a little bit when we get to the prize pick squares. But got a weird feeling today, Jovan. We're going to see Hunter Brown's worst. And look, he's due for a bad start. And if he has one, that's okay. He's still one of the best young pitchers in baseball this season. But yeah, I think Hunter Brown goes out there and has his worst outing. We'll talk a little bit more about that once we get to the prize pick squares. Okay? Immediate error from the Nats. Who did it?
It says he's bad. Really bad player. Really bad player.
Nice. Nice. Well, that's what happens when you have a guy playing a different position every day.
He's the king of aura, not playing defense.
Wow, the Reds 2-1. Dude, the Reds are about to drop. Win by 50.
All right. Rangers ML. Jovan, you have some of the same thoughts.
I'm with you. So ready to degrominate tonight, Krabs.
Sure.
He's going to have an absolute hell of a start, which he did last start. Struck out a bunch, which was, I guess, new, especially on the road, because that's where a lot of his struggles have been. But now he comes back home. I don't think he'll need as many strikeouts today. That will be a little different Tiger start, but he also gave up some cock shots, which is what he's done a lot of the year. And he's had really like a majority of the runs he's given off have been home runs. So guys are running into mostly fastballs. Sometimes he hangs the off speed, but the Astros, outside of a couple guys, haven't really shown that capability. It's like if you nibble around on the Astros, which DeGrom has done very, very well all of this year, you can find a lot of success. So I think he's going to have a great start. I hate fading Hunter Brown, but if there's one starter I think is going to regress a little bit come tonight, I definitely think it's going to be him against this Rangers offense. So low scoring. Don't think Hunter Brown's going to get rocked, but I do think he'll give up some runs. Low scoring Rangers win.
All right. I don't think he's hitting the strikeouts. We'll talk a little bit more about that too in a moment, which could be good for his less than fantasy score. The guy's been a strikeout king. And a very, very vintage, insane card, I guess is the best way to put it from Jovan. An absolutely absurd card on the slate today. No, that is not the Cincinnati Reds, ML. That is the Cincinnati Bearcats in college baseball.
Yep.
Jesus.
They're getting up and moving. Sorsby on the dime.
Sorsby ML. Unbelievable. Why don't we just stay here? Because that's absolutely absurd. What do you like about Sorsby ML on the college baseball diamond?
Yeah, they get to play at Kansas State today, which pretty big series. Two pretty good teams that are kind of around the cut line, bubble line, but two teams that have been playing really well as of recent. But also two teams that are just so strictly home merchants, and it's a lot worse for Kansas State. Like Kansas State's 30-21 on the season, but they're only 6-16 away from home. So like, it's not just that they're losing games, but they look like a drastically different team on the road. Like they cannot figure out how to hit. They play a lot of these really dull, low-scoring games where their offense just looks absolutely lost on the road. And now they get to see a Cincy team that's not only playing good ball, but they have their ace and Nathan Taylor, who had, I think, one of his only like 3 bad starts all of this year. It was against TCU when they were on the road last week, and he gave up 8 runs. So it was like far and away his worst start of the year. So you get him at a bounce-back spot against an offense that can't really put it together on the road. And like, I don't even know what Kansas State's plan is going to be tonight, because they have their main Friday night guy who they pull plug on him really quick, Krabs. It's weird. So like if he doesn't have it, they'll yank him in the first. So like,
wow,
he's super inconsistent, and they've done that like 3 or 4 times this year. So since he's a team that gets going very early, if they do that, you got to dig into the bullpen really quick for Kansas State. That sounds like trouble. Taking Bearcats.
Certainly sounds like trouble to me, just like CJ Abrams playing defense.
Bad.
Trouble.
Oh my God, Will Betson. 2-run single, he said. Will Betson good.
What did CJ do, chat? I'm not watching the game. You guys said it's an error I'm seeing on the apps. It was a single, so was it just a dog shit read up the middle and CJ not getting to it? I mean, CJ Abrams, bless his heart, he's hitting 320. Great recovery from, the end of last season when he was literally at the casinos at 5 a.m. in the morning and got sent down, to the AAA or spring training facility and didn't play the last 2 weeks of the season. He's been great this year, one of the best shortstops in baseball, but you could tell he's not having fun out there. He's not smiling. He's not hanging out with his teammates. He is just lost and wants to be off the team. It's sad to watch. Sad to watch. I don't blame him. The team sucks. But yeah, sad to see. And he's got no passion. He's got no heart. If he had that, he'd probably be hitting 400. Instead, he's hitting 320. That'll still play. Yeah. He's doing his job. We'll get that run back, chat. Don't you worry. I swear to God, if the Braves win 1-0 in the first 5, I'm going to freak out. So we better hope that doesn't happen. Okay. Let's go and swing it around, Gootsy. I got another couple plays for the peeps. Talk about another diversified portfolio. Take me to the NBA. Take me to the association here. Nuggets plus 4.5. This series is going 7. This is an eye test play. The Thunder have not passed the eye test for me once. They've skated by. They've figured it out, I guess. SGA, I guess, turned it on a little bit late, or at least hit his free throws. And they ended up, covering that game and actually winning by a couple more points. Than it actually looked in that game when Denver was really winning a good chunk of it. I think Denver back home tonight, backs against the wall. You get a really good performance out of Russ. And I think they keep this game close. To be honest, I like the ML, but I'll take the points just in case there's any fluke shits. But I want to fade the Thunder here, spread down from -5 to -4.5. I wouldn't be shocked if it keeps moving down to 4. Sure. Give me the Nuggets on the ML. Jokic is going to cover this game himself.
Series reeks of 7, Krabs.
It does. It's the eye test. Right? I don't think the Thunder deserve a Game 6 victory here, or a series victory in Game 6 with the way they played. I don't think the basketball gods give it to them. I want to take the Nuggets here at home, backs against the wall, no coach, no problem. Jokic gets it done. Murray magnet.
Murray magnet ball.
Making all the shots.
Unbelievable.
Right? Dort threes. People forget that Square had late life.
Yeah. I mean,
crazy.
He was the only reason they won the game.
Yep.
He turned into Curry late. They bailed him out so many different times.
Yep. All right, let's swing it around. Let's see what Jovan's third play is. He might be taking us to the pitch, folks.
Pitch.
Wow.
Barca.
Wow.
They have a chance to win the league tonight after El Clasico. Yeah, they have a chance to win the league today. It's like this game is crazy because there's a lot of bad blood there because this was the same situation last year where they won on their field. They won the league on their field and didn't end well. They had like fans storming the pitch. It was a whole big fucking deal. So like there's bad blood there. Espanyol has been on like a really, really bad streak too, where they just couldn't score goals. I think they've lost 3 in a row. They had like the perfect chance to play spoiler. So if I really had the sack, I would take them like plus 1.5, plus a half. Don't know if I have that sack, to be honest with you, but I do think this game is going to be absolute madness. Yes, 2 years ago, sorry. But yeah, I think this game's going to be madness. I would be shocked if there is not somebody a man down at some point in this game. There's probably going to be a red card. But I think it's going to be back and forth offense. This is like a classic sports moment where a team absolutely reeling, especially offensively, is going to have a chance against a much better team, much better defense on paper, I guess, even the Barca's look god-awful defensively lately. Their time to step in and score goals, and I see this one being a 2-2 with a late goal, maybe by Barca to win the league in some super dramatic fashion.
Wow.
So I think this game is going to be wild.
Who's home in this game?
Espanyol.
Okay. All right. We got a subby coming in from Ippas. Let's fucking go, Ippas. Bangs. 23 months. Atta boy. W pitch knower. I mean, great sell job. I'm fucking bought in. What time does this puppy kick off?
2:30.
2:30 local. Okay. You guys got 2.5 hours. Plenty of time to lock in some pitch cake or a pitch dub if you want to get involved. All right. I got one more play for the peeps. Take me to the ice, Gootsy. Please. Give me the Jets on the ML. The series isn't done yet. I would not be shocked if Dallas not only wins the series, though, in the end of it, I wouldn't be shocked if they win the cup. They're healthy now. They're playing great. They look great. Talk about passing the eye test. It just feels right for the Stars. But not tonight. Not tonight. We've seen a lot of teams, backs against the wall, in an elimination game, shit their pants so far in this postseason. The Jets keep their series alive tonight. They change the narrative. They get a win. I'm not saying they're going to go on to win the series. I don't love this Jets squad, but I will take them on the ML, catching 10 cents of steam when nobody on earth wants to bet on them, even if they're back home. Doesn't matter. I'll take them against the red-hot Stars, who are healthy, looking great, looking sharp. Stars win the series, but they don't win tonight. Give me the Jets on the ML, looking like one of the sharper plays on the entire slate today. Looking at that line movement.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Okay.
At the very least, I do think the Jets are going to be ripping heavily tonight.
All right.
Not just because their season's on the line, but
it's a good sign at
I
least.
think they find something there.
All right, they're home. They'll have the crowd behind them. Must-win scenario. They got to leave it all out there on the ice. Okay?
Have to.
W. Payton coming in, dropping a sub. Let's go, my man. W's, we appreciate you, bro. Giving out that subby to the peeps. Talk about the opposite of a me guy. Blessing up the feed with a free subby. Let's go, Peyton. Attaboy. Guess who bet on the dog shit Orioles? God be with me from Z Bully. Unbelievable chat. That's on you, man. Roots have been saying it for weeks.
Just wait.
About time we start listening.
Orioles.
Not my fault.
Orioles are going to score first, man. You just know it's coming. Maybe it's
About
Ryan
time.
O'Hearn right here.
Start listening to Goots. You might be onto something. I mean, is Sagano just the next fucking ace?
He's the one pitcher you can't fade on.
He had that 2.5 run runs allowed square up there. I could not resist today. Well, took his less than, unfortunately.
It's an unbelievable program out there in Baltimore.
Really bad. Is the audio kind of worse since the setup changed for anyone else? Pat, we'll lock that in over the next couple of days and figure out the audio. A lot of moving parts right now, but don't you worry. Just stick with us. Okay? And yeah, Kaprizov, I am a sucker for the earn runs squares. Yes.
Krabs legit owns that category.
Favorite category, probably in any sport.
Spends so much time in that category.
Yep. All right, let's keep moving and grooving. I want to talk about some of our prize pick squares. Javon, you want to talk about Santan the man? Speaking of Ratchet O's.
Yeah, speaking of Ratchet O's, a former member of the Ratchet O's, Tony Taters. This game's weird because, I don't know, it's Littell who's been, I mean, a pleasant surprise to, I think, a lot of people, myself included. He's like the bad pitcher on the Rays, the one pitcher that nobody really likes because he doesn't have like the flashy metrics or the stuff, and he's like the one that super stands out, but he's also been one of the more consistent ones this year, which is baffling to me. But the one thing that I guess you really will never get with Littell is strikeout stuff, especially against lefties, which is great for Tony Taters, who was really putrid to begin the season. He started to swing the bat a little bit better. I feel like he's in a really good spot tonight. Love that matchup for him. I think some of the lefties are going to get to Littell in the start, and I do think there'll probably be some runs off of him. I think the Rays might be able to respond against Gausman, but I do think some of the lefties will get to him. There's not many when you're talking about the Jays. It's really him and Varsho that I would trust, but I want to go with Tony Taters. Varsho's the Ray killer, but he's been super hot this series already. So I do think it's Tony Taters. Go with his HRR and then take it to the late nights with Rooker Bonds. Similar to, I don't know, I guess Tatis and Coors. I don't think we're getting an entire series in LA Krabs without a Rooker Bonds splooge. And I think it comes tonight. It's a weird little pitching situation I guess the Dodgers are going to have tonight with Tower making his debut, and maybe they're like going to piggyback Dryer off of him in some form or fashion. I don't really know what their plan's going to be, but regardless, I think he matches up well against both of those guys. Guys that, I don't know, don't have elite strikeout stuff unless it's just blowing a fastball by you, which Brent Rooker is very prone to turning on. And then on the other side, you'll have a lefty that throws kind of a lot of off speed. So perfect for Rooker. I think he's going to splooge tonight.
He's probably going to strike out 3 times, but that other at bat will be a nuke, hopefully.
Yeah.
The Rooker way.
Rooker way.
Right? He's a strikeout machine.
Yeah. He's also like the only, I think, GOAT for the A's that hasn't splooged the series yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's dope.
Yeah, I was more, I don't know if I count him. Yeah. I was more just talking like the.
Well, there's a catcher problem.
There is.
There's a catcher problem.
I know. But he is.
Yeah. I wasn't going to count him as a GOAT, though. I was talking like the big 3. Butler, Soderstrom, and I guess Soderstrom might not be good at either at this point, even though he's starting to get hot again.
So, did you mean to take Santan the man TBs?
No.
Oh, convenient. They took off his hit run RBI.
No way they took off his hit run RBI.
Yep. Looks like he has, oh, nice, a half goblin and then a 3.5 demon, 4.5 demon.
So certain.
So are we pivoting to total bases, which is the only other normal score? Oh, he's got a hitter fantasy score as well.
Yeah, let's take his fantasy score. There you go.
Fantasy score pivot.
Yep, there we go. There we go.
5.5. Okay. Chad, I'm locking in the prize pick sharp report format. Don't you guys worry. Would love to smack a lineup today. We did cash one on sweats last night. Shout out LC. Shout out Jovan. Shout out Mike, I believe, who had their input on that one at some point. Shout out Pazemski last night coming through. Shout out Yamamoto for pushing his Ks when we thought that shit was dead. And then there was one more square that we had in that lineup.
No, it's 3-man.
Yeah, I didn't say another one. It was
Yamamoto pods and your Hendricks pitching outs.
Hendricks pitching outs, which was dead as ma in the first inning, and then next thing you know, it's smacked. Unbelievable. Crazy. Sometimes it's better be lucky than good. All right, I'm locking this puppy in. Brent Rooker, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That one is still on the boards.
Let's go.
Huge. All right. I got a couple squares for you guys. They're both in the same game. Didn't want to do it, but I also want to give you guys my best.
Same gamer from Krabs.
I want to give you guys my best, and this did work last time. Let me see if I can get this link dropped in. Nope. Of course, it doesn't work. That's okay. Yeah, I can text it to Gucci here so he can drop you guys the Sharp Report 4-man link. But going 2 squares in the same game coming up here, actually right down the road. We got Hunter Brown, who I talked about earlier, who's got some crazy squares up there on Prize Picks today. And the guy's been legitimately maybe the best pitcher in baseball this season out of any pitcher. But he's got that 4.5 hits allowed square. It's a huge red flag. He's got a 6 strikeout square after throwing 9 strikeouts, not just in his last game, not just in his last 2 games, not just in his last 3 games, but in his last 4 games. He's thrown 9 strikeouts in each of those fucking starts. The guy is Max Scherzer right now, legitimately. He kind of looks like him. It's been extremely impressive, and we are Hunter Brown guys on this show. You've been talking about this kid for years before he was even good when he had a 5 ERA his rookie year. Hunter Brown is here, folks, but tonight he's going to have a rough outing. Okay, he's got a tough assignment tonight, on the road against a Rangers team that is just starving for some wins. But luckily for them, they have DeGrom on the bump as well. So they got a chance. I'm seeing the Rangers, minus 130 is a great sign too, considering Hunter Brown's been the better arm in this crazy pitcher's duel tonight. Total's down to 7 from 7.5. So I don't think it's going to be, a crazy shootout. But again, this is a pretty high fantasy score. And if he doesn't go more than his 6 Ks, we are in a great spot. I thought about fading that, but certainly has some push potential sitting there at 6. So didn't want to take that less than. Wanted to incorporate fading all of his weird squares up there on Prize Picks. His hits allowed, his pitches thrown, which I know we don't love, but it's one of the greener charts, if not the greenest chart on the app. And I also wouldn't be surprised to see Hunter Brown give up a run in the first inning, if you really want to dive into it, because he's got that weird, is it a nerfy square? Oh, no, it's a walks allowed square. Excuse me.
He's had some walk problems.
It's a walks allowed square. I thought that was a nerfy square. I was about to say that's super weird to be up. Either way, though, Hunter Brown squares telling me today that he's going to go out there and get absolutely wrecked on the bump by the Rangers. And by wrecked, I mean 3 runs, 5 strikeouts, probably pitches only 5 innings and sneaks under that fantasy score. The Rangers win the game and we're rich. That's the game plan there.
Down for that.
Jeremy Pena, he's been on fire. I don't know if you had a chance to look at that square, but that's some
beach balls.
Yeah, he's seen beach balls. I'll give him that. He actually has the greenest square up on Prize Picks if you look at his chart. The guy is mashing baseballs. He's carrying this Astros offense. But tonight we're fading him against DeGrom. I think we see a DeGrom vintage start tonight. You got DeGrom minus 130. The Rangers, sure, they're 2 games over 500 now, but they haven't impressed anybody. Playing against an Astros team that typically owns them. Great sign there for DeGrom, and the total's down to 7. I'm not seeing many runs in this game, and I think all the ones that do come are going to come off of Hunter Brown. So I want to fade an Astros bat here, a little Mo stack. We're going to fade Jeremy Pena, who is minus 120 to the under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs on the book. So we're going to take his less than on Prize Picks. Pretty weird considering he's been one of the best hitters in this lineup for the Astros. So we're fading him in a game that I don't see a ton of runs coming. And if they do, they're certainly not coming from the Astros lineup. Not expecting Pena to get on base much. And I think DeGrom has an absolute gem out there tonight.
Music to my ears, Krabs.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
Yep. Can we drop that link for the peeps?
Oh, it's been dropped, I think, right?
Sure. If I can't take fantasy, should I fade his Ks or take his more than hits picks is saying? Happy you asked the question. Okay, it's a solid question. It's valid. Let me take a peep. We got some runs in the Twins game. That's huge for the over. We got some life.
Really bad club there.
How'd they do it?
Really bad club.
Sean Kersey to run it.
All right, Goots. You just need to hang up the franchise.
Unbelievable.
Like, is folding the team on the table?
Unbelievable. If I had to take something on the books, I'd take his less than strikeouts for Hunter Brown. That's what I would take for him. But I really like that less than fantasy score, folks. I really like it. We'll drop the link to that Sharp Report 4-man so you guys can tail and get involved. Right? We got some W vibes here in the chat from Chris Garcia. Goots, I still believe.
No.
Wow. And
Good
Cassius
smack.
Sagana, more than 2.5 earned runs allowed in his first start during the day. He is shitting down leg, folks. He does not know how to pitch during the day. Can't do it. Never has, never will.
There's just
Buxton had an extremely red TB square up there.
wow.
And I was
Just-
not. Oh, and now we can start hearing the chirps
There you
from the
go.
main room in the office.
Mikey bitching from
Yapping about the
main
S. Hilarious. Oh, poor Gates. We got Fat Girls coming in with a resub. Can I let that get swept? Let's go, Fat Girls. Atta boy.
Let's go, Fat Girls.
Atta boy. We appreciate you. We appreciate Peyton402, Itpos, all the goats who've coming in here, giving out subbies left and right. So many subbies to start out the day today. ZC Nukes coming in hot. We got a Mikey Overs and Goots stare down going on right now. He just opened the door, didn't say any words, and just stared down Goots and then left after 10 seconds. That was fucking awesome. Life is good. And again, Manny, you are him. Thank you for so many of the subs. Okay. I was going to hop on the live over after that half inning. Shout out Mook for helping us get some runs here in this inning. W
There you
Mook.
go, Mook.
W Mook. We appreciate you, Beast. All right. We went over the sharp report, right? Straight bets, prize pick squares. Maybe now we spend some time going over the rest of the slates.
A lot of games. Yeah, what's slate we got here?
Maybe we go over the rest of the slate here and take a trip to the rest of the diamonds. There's 2 other games we haven't really talked about too much.
Yeah.
The Rays and the Blue Jays. Can we get the Rays report from you, Javon?
I think there's probably some runs in this game, to be honest with you. I think a lot of them come against Littell. This does like scream, and I've thought it a couple times, but definitely screams a spot where Littell like finally gets hit up a little bit. Like he's had red prize pick squares for it seems like the entirety of the season, and he's been relatively solid, pretty consistent, but now he gets a team that's kind of built to nickel and dime him. So that's exactly what I think they're going to do. So I'm a little worried about what he's going to do. And then Gosman is a fucking roll of the dice. I think he's probably going to go up a nuke or two, but other than that, he can be relatively solid. Then it comes down to the bullpens, but I think it's probably the Jays and runs.
You think he's giving up a Nuke's Q or 2?
He's giving up a nuke's Q or 2. Got Josh Lowe back in the lineup today.
Wow.
Crazy that they're just sticking him back in the leadoff spot, but crazy conversation to be had about that one.
Time to
lineup,
kick
though.
Nats first 5. Not yet, Retro Sticks. I did not hear no bell. Man, this team is so frustrating, man. So frustrating. Let's see. We got top 5 coming up here. We'll see if the Nats can put up a run. If they do, we got a chance. All we're asking for is one. Just one run. Is Alex Call at Dish?
Gee.
And Goots is in Atlanta. Front row doing the chop and knows all the plays. Or I can even see him. Magic Lettuce, you're him. We need a W squad ride. That's probably the smartest, best thing I've heard all day today. Magic Lettuce 6'9". Yes, we do need a W squad ride today. It has to smack. No other options, just like Trent's 6-man power play last night. Had to hit. Although we didn't get it.
Must need.
That's the mentality we need today.
A must fucking
That's
need.
the mentality we need today. Imagine benching your best young player who's struggling and needs confidence after 2 fucking hits in a game for the first time since I was born. Imagine that.
It's unbelievable.
I would love to know the thought process. The fucking Nats, man. This team drives me nuts. Absolutely bonkers. Oh, can't get a fucking run off of Smith Shawver? Bro.
It's unbelievable.
Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. All right. We got the Rays report. What about the Dodgers A's report? Do we just take the over in every game, wait for Trent to chirp, and then counter guap? How does this work?
I think we do.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
Sure.
I'd be frankly pretty surprised if the Dodgers don't come close to covering this themselves.
Okay.
I know. They just might.
Start having conversations.
They just might. They ain't going to do it without scoring, though. Beto's fucking at piss. He's only gotten worse. He was like decent for a little bit, but last like couple weeks, he's been fucking terrible. So like he's going to have a tough time today, I think. Hot take, of course. They're minus 200 against the Dodgers. Anybody should have trouble against that lineup, but don't think he's going to have a good day. Don't really know what to expect from Sauer, however long they're going to keep him in the game and whoever's coming in behind him. So like I think the A's are going to be fine and score some runs themselves too, but the Dodgers are probably mucking chow.
How about an over? Beto versus Sauer.
Let's get a clean sweep of runs.
Can I get the Goots or Jovan Sauer report on this guy? What can we
I
expect?
don't have too much on Sauer, dude.
No way you're not dialed in on Sauer, bro.
Not that I'm not dialed in, but like he doesn't have much data to go off of. He's like he hasn't pitched very many innings and 50 different levels of minor league ball. So like,
Okay.
yeah.
Is it ever? Is it ever?
Really bad. Too bad programs.
1-0.
You could bet on the clean sweep of shit teams, shit programs with the Jays. Yeah.
What a waste.
Only chance here.
What a waste. I mean, Dave Martinez is Ron Rivera. He's a fatter Ron Rivera.
Unbelievable.
I'll say it.
Unbelievable.
I mean, they panned to him in the dugout, and he looks like he's immobile. He doesn't speak. He doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't move. He just stands there like a bot. Why would you want to play for him, get up for him when he's standing there not backing his guys, not doing a thing, not arguing balls and strikes? And again, that's his job, is to motivate.
It's unbelievable.
Motivate, protect your players. That's your fucking job. Make them want to play for you. And if you're on a 7-game losing streak, I know, bless their hearts, thank God they won last night. If you're on a fat losing streak, how do you get the boys fired up? You go out there, even if you're making shit up, and you yell at the umpire, you get in his face, you throw some bases, and you get the fuck off the field, you get thrown out, you fire up your squad, man. Dave Martinez couldn't give two shits. Oh, dude thinks he's him because his team carried him to the World Series 6 years ago, bro. Unbelievable.
Conversations need to be had about the midweek getaway game. I was just looking because it's very curious. I was like, feels like every single day game to end the series, they are absolute cat meat.
It's effort. That's what that is. It's effort.
Yeah. I'm staring at a lot of losses here, Krabs.
These guys, the hardest part of baseball, it's not fucking football. These guys aren't getting their asses kicked. It's playing the whole fucking 162. It's the longevity. It's the mental part of it. You're fucking on a plane every day. You're traveling all the time. You're going 2 different places in a week. You get 1 fucking day off. And even on that day, you're probably doing some PR shit or maybe even practicing or at least going to hit the cages. You're playing every fucking day. The hardest part is up here. And these guys don't have it. They don't give a shit.
Listen to this one, Krabs. I looked at all of them. All their midweek getaway games. 4-2 loss to the Jays, 6-5 loss to the Dodgers, 1-0 loss to the Jollies, 2-1 loss to the O's. Finally got a win, 4-2 win against the Phillies, 8-6 loss against the Guards. And then today. They ain't fucking scoring.
Only one shit. Over on that whole fucking list.
They ain't scoring for shit in these games. Maybe that's something to pay attention to.
It's just effort. It's wanting to be there. It's grinding, right? It's the hardest part of baseball, grinding it out. And they don't want to be there. They don't want to be out there on the field because their manager is a fucking bozo, dudes.
And guess where their next getaway game next week is going to be? On the road in Seattle. They might get no hit.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And behind the backboard, why did I bet on the As? Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh, I was going to take that.
I had that. Let's move on. We got a couple other sports going on today. Jovan, it sounded like you were with me in the association here with the Nuggets tonight and fading OKC. It just feels like the series is not done yet.
Yeah.
Story's not written. Russ needs one of the best players in the NBA who has not won a ring. He needs one. And he's going to go out there and play his fucking ass off. I kind of like his more than points today, for better or for worse, for the Nuggets. I think he goes out there and jacks a little bit more. And I like the Nuggets on the spread. Any other thoughts on the solo NBA game tonight?
No way, Mikey. Over in YouTube chat. Unbelievable.
Mikey holding down the YouTube?
Knicks, how am I attributed to
As
Knicks
always.
ML? How do I get attached to that? Unreal. I don't have too many other thoughts, Krabs. I think this series goes 7. I'm with you there. I do think, I mean, Jokic, after a 40 ball, never ever back. And he's probably going to be forced, or the ball's going to be forced out of his hands a little bit, which means it's going to put a lot of pressure on the shooters if we think the Nuggets are going to cover. I think we have to think that those shooters are going to make shots, Magnet Ball Murray included. So I'm with you on backing a bunch of those guys.
Yep. W Snowman coming in hot with the squad. What's up, boys? We got B Brissett coming in, resubbing. Let's go, B Brissett coming in for 12 months. At a boy.
Let's go.
Dubs. Denver ML is a sprink and bink. I don't disagree, my man. We're on the spread. We're talking about it right now. I would grab the points just in case. Any buzzer beater, any bullshit, right? OKC is probably due for a little bit of luck. And all these games have been close. This is one of those games where I want the points because I think either way it's going to be, a 2, 3, maybe 4-point game, but it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Give me the Nuggets. I do think they win on the ML. If you take the ML, you can put a little bit less on it, but I do like the spread. I want those 4.5 points for any fluke shit.
Sure.
Right? Awesome. Goots would love to see the O's get some hits. I Paddock more than hits allowed. We'll see if they can start getting going here. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Watching the Nats and the fucking O's today, I couldn't tell you. Never seen. Red Splooging. Sure we can. Oh, no, Byron Buxton's not hurt. Kaprizov. No. The guy gets hurt every fucking month.
Jeez.
If you like Denver, I think you just ride Jokic points. They can't cover unless he splooges.
I mean, they don't cover or don't win when he splooges for the most part. That's been the story, I mean, for the last couple of years, but especially now. I mean, the two games, the first game, obviously, they won. He had 42, but the only game they won out of that, he had 20 points.
Goots, do you have the prize picks board up by chance? That's okay. I mean, Jokic's assist square is just absolutely fucking insane. I don't know if you've seen that, but
yeah, it's been like that all series, though.
Okay. Yeah. Jokic, 8 assists is looking to me kind of funny. Not gonna lie. His weird threes, goblin, and 3-point attempted, green ass chart are not making me really want to take his points today. God, it's crazy seeing a guy at 61 fantasy score. That is insane.
Legit nuts.
Insane. 61.
61, yeah.
61 fantasy score. That's absurd. Somebody in chat said take his less than personal fouls at home. That might be a little too cute, but I mean, yeah, Jokic coming off a 44 piece, I believe. Probably good on his points. I'd probably rather get a little more contrarian, take his assists. Maybe it's Jamal Murray who gets going today. Maybe we see Russ get up and moving. Would not be shocked to see him go more than his 9.5 points. He's got 10 combined points in his last 2 games. Wouldn't be shocked to see him getting going, putting up double-digit points.
Yeah, wouldn't be shocked at all.
Sure. What's up, Estamico? How we doing, Beast? Good to see you, bro. All right. Let's keep moving to grooving. I need Trent's locks right now. Perfect timing. Because I'm looking at the prize picks board right now. I'm seeing a Trent boosted community play.
No way that snuck on there.
There's a Trent booster on the prize picks board right now, folks. Maybe we talk about that.
Oh, my.
Maybe we dive into that puppy and see what Trent was crafting up. Got to be this morning, right?
Had to be this
Getting
morning.
in the lab.
What do you know?
Early for the big game tonight.
There's
You know he's hype.
Jokic to score in there.
Sure, I get the normal scenarios. The team is better and has more winning when other players are able to get involved. But in an elite rim game or an elite elimination game, excuse me, I see Jokic being ball dominant today. I don't disagree with that.
I don't disagree with the sentiment. It's just every elimination game, he's been the exact opposite.
And as a contrarian who likes to fade goats and take stuff that, the opposite of what just happened, he's coming off a 44 piece, somebody called Wendy's. I'd imagine OKC is going to do their best to maybe double cover him a little bit more. Maybe keep their eyes peeled on Jokic a little bit more. I don't know how much more you could do, but maybe it's more just coming off that elite offensive game where he hit every fucking 3 he took. Maybe he's a little colder today, and I'd rather go with his more than 8 assists. It's looking at me kind of funny on the board. Okay. Yeah. Let's peep this Trent community play on prize picks here. 25% payout boost. That's kind of fire. Sure. He's got SGA, more than 1.5 3-pointers made. Jalen Williams, more than 9.5 rebounds and assists.
Okay.
Jamal Murray, more than 6 assists. And Nikola Jokic, more than 10.5 field goals made.
After 17.
Yep. Any thoughts on any of those squares? SGA, Jalen Williams, Jamal Murray, or Jokic?
I mean, yeah, I'm always down for the weird 1.5 squares. Only reservation is the fact that it's SGA, which Trent swear has a 2% conversion rate on.
Okay.
It's okay, though.
He hates my shit but I think he's thinking that no one can make a shot last game, and he was bitching about that.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to make him lay, and he's going to be good.
Real ones know that's a photoshopped prize picks head on Trent. It's not. That's a real. He has that hat, doesn't he? Yeah, I see him wear that all the time.
Hats.
Yeah, I think I have one of those too. Shout out Prize Picks. All right, let's keep moving and grooving here. If you guys want to lock in that 25% payout boosted lineup from Trent tonight in the OKC game, it is up on the board. It's like the first thing you see when you go into the app. It's right there. I don't hate the lineup. I don't love Jokic points tonight, but again, I don't disagree with Snowman and just the eye test again. I talked about it with OKC not having their fastball, not looking super sharp right now. The eye test for Denver here is Jokic is fucking him, and he probably does need to get involved today. And you can't expect a goose egg or a Shug's bagel from the guy, if they want to cover. So I think we meet somewhere in the middle here with what Snowman's saying, and I'm not taking his points, but I wouldn't be shocked if he ends up hitting it.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he's going 5 for 7 from 3 again on 70% shooting.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Insane.
We got Pig City coming in hot with a follow. Let's go, Pig City. Sure we can. Yes. Yes. W's. All right. Are there any other... Oh, there is another game we need to talk about today. This is one I really wanted to get in the weeds a little bit. I want you guys to talk about my Caps a little bit. Because I mentioned it on TMA earlier a little bit. The Caps... They zig when they should zag. They do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. The one year they actually won it was when they had their worst team. The Caps are a contrarian hockey club. They really are. They don't do what they're supposed to do. Sometimes it's good. Usually it's bad, especially once they get into the postseason.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, what a year for the Caps, first off. I mean, they could have lost every game in the playoffs. It would still be a historic, great fucking season that nobody expected, and the Caps still deserve a ton more respect, and that fucking coach is a beast. A beast. That locker room is fucking dialed right now. And for them to keep all these old guys around, for them to be relatively lucky with health, obviously besides Oshie, who knows what's good with him, but
3-0 Braves. It's
been so impressive. Yeah, I saw. I'm just trying to ignore it. It's been so impressive watching this Caps team this year. Now there's a chance tonight that this is their last game of the season. Right? They're down, backs against the wall, 3-1 in this series. Said it earlier today, and by the way, I like the under in the game. Under 5.5 in the Caps game. I think it's going to be a stinky, close, high-pressure, low-scoring game on the ice. Yep, that should work, right, kids? It'd be a very Caps move when nobody believes in them tonight. Right, series is already done. Why even send them out there for them to get hurt, Jovan? Right, the series is over. The Canes are winning the Cup. The Canes are winning the series. That's for sure. We know that. The Canes own them. Terrible matchup for the Caps. They got Ovi in hell. The Caps look gassed, right? Looks like they have no fucking gas left in the tank. Why even go out there and play the game? Why even have those guys risk injury, right? I got a feeling when the people least expect it, we see the Caps maybe come out of nowhere tonight and get a low-scoring win. I wouldn't be shocked to see them win 2 in a row. And in the most Caps fashion ever, then go lose in Game 7. That is the Capitals' way. Give you a little bit of hope at the end here. Maybe we buy back in tonight. Shit, maybe even Game 6.
Yeah.
Well, let's get through tonight. It'd be the most Capitals move ever to win the next 2 games, get everybody's hopes up. Oh my God, the Caps are back. Shit, maybe even Ovi does something. Maybe he puts one in the fucking net for once. And then lose Game 7. I've already seen it.
Yeah, I would not be shocked at all, to be honest.
I've already seen it.
I really wouldn't.
I might take the ML tonight then. Fuck it.
Wow.
Plus 140.
That could be big.
Juicy. Team gets no fucking respect all series. I know they're home. I know backs are against the wall. We've seen the Canes up to minus 260 on the ML in this series.
Yeah.
I know they're still minus 170 on the road, but the way the Caps have looked, I would have thought we'd see a minus 2, right? Even on the roads. Caps look dead. Toast. Kids, what are we bitching about?
Everyone in the chat, that was your app. Thanks, I fucking know. Find something new.
Oh, there's not much going on right now, Gates.
That's my long camera.
Wow, sure you can, Gates. Kick them while they're down. That's Goots' line in the week. Kick people while they're down.
Love that from Goots.
Sure. It is kind of soft, Captain Slim, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I'll give you about that. Entries cooked. No way it's already cooked, bro.
It's not about Trents.
Yeah, no, I kind of like it. We'll see if Jokic can put the ball in hoop, though. Judge season-long home run, better stand up. Attaboy, OG Sauer. That should go well. Surely he plays all 162. Caps ML, the under 5.5 could be a low-scoring game, probably pretty fluky. And coming off an over in that last game. I mean, they're getting outscored 9-2 in the last 2 games, Jovan.
An outshot, I think,
A
by
million
like
to nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. Not a soul thinks this team has a fucking chance. I wouldn't want to bet against the blue-collar Caps tonight.
I wouldn't either. You know what I feel weirdly confident about tonight between 2 games, Crab? I think one of them goes to OT.
Okay.
I think I'm going to sprinkle on them both.
Damn, I'm so blown we got an OT game last night, though.
Yeah.
I'm always down for an OT sprink, though. In the postseason, especially, we see so many OT games. We're probably due for a couple more.
It's been a lot less than I think usual.
Yeah, we're probably due for a couple more this year.
Yeah,
I'm
I
with
think
you.
I think we get one tonight.
Okay. You know, this
Especially
could be another 0-0 stinker going into OT straight up.
Yeah, I think
It could
both of these like have that possibility to them.
Okay.
Where I mean, it's weird because like obviously a team has back against the wall in elimination game scenarios, but so did last night with VGK. So we'll see, but 2 games that can get really into the weeds defensively if they choose to play it that way. So it could be a stalemate going into some extra hockey into one or the both of them.
All right, so maybe we bet OT sprinkle in game 1, see how it plays out, and we keep game 2 in back pocket tonight. Dallas, Winnipeg.
Yeah, I might need that.
Okay. All right. Give me the Jets ML as well. Like we were talking about earlier, I think they beat Dallas, but I don't want to disrespect this Dallas Stars team. They do pass the eye test for me. I just think they get caught lacking today on the road after 2 straight wins. I think Winnipeg, unlike most of the teams so far in this postseason, I think Winnipeg does have the juice to sneak out one more win tonight and keep their season alive, and then they probably go on to lose game 6. Stars are good, man. They're healthy. They're back. They look great the other nights. Like I said, they've ripped off 2 straight wins in a row. They've outscored Winnipeg 8-3 in those 2 games. They look like a extremely superior squad compared to the Jets right now, and Jets are catching steam. This game opened up a pick 'em. Now the Jets are minus 130. Has to be taken.
Opening a pick 'em is a little frightening, I would say.
I don't think it's that weird with how they've looked, but
I don't know, dude. So we took them last or 2 games ago when they're in, I guess not a similar spot, but like the must-win spot, and they're minus damn near 150. Now they're double desperation, obviously, and back in Winnipeg. Pick them. It's definitely ringing the alarms a little bit in my head.
W. Goots Patty C post on the Bookit account.
You got that one up there?
Actually, W. Jovan finding the tweet last night on Sweats. That's actually where it came from. Hilarious tweet. Okay. Insane. Absolutely insane. Patty C. The guy might just be a little more comfortable in the Big 2-5.
Yeah, he's got a little something under his sleeve, dude.
I can't believe he got 9 strikeouts last night. He struck out 6 guys in a row in that game.
He loves edging the 10K game.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely loves it.
He'll never get it again. He'll never get it. I'm sure he'll get 9 strikeouts again, but he'll never get 10.
I mean, this is probably, I guess maybe not if he's buying houses, but it's like a swan song season or what?
What do you think? This is last year?
Maybe, dude.
Bro, 9 out of 10 of these dudes don't know when to hang them up. Like, I'd be shocked. And Patty C especially. Patty C thinks he's him. He knows he's him. I mean, he was him at one point, but yeah, Patty C is not hanging him up anytime soon. If he was going to hang him up, he would have done it before this season.
Yeah, that's fair.
You kidding me?
That's
After
fair.
having a 3 ERA right now, he might pitch for another decade.
Yeah, some team's gonna pay him
Bro,
for
like,
a little rental.
yeah, and there's always the White Sox, right? You can always, when in doubt, as a veteran who was good at one point in their career, typically, around 10 or more years ago.
What do you think he would do?
There's always the
though?
White Sox.
You think he's gonna retire? Like if he had the option of retiring and playing for the White Sox, you think he's gonna play for the White Sox?
Yeah.
Yeah, Patty C.
Just because these guys don't know when to hang them up, they don't.
I think if those are his 2 options, he'd probably know when to hang him up.
You think so?
Yeah.
I wish that was the case, but go look at their roster. They got 10 dudes who were good at one point, and they're all old and they all suck.
The White
And they all
Sox?
just want to keep playing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's really their story. It's like the graveyard
Yeah.
of baseball.
I mean, there's teams you can go to other than the White Sox. I think would
Sure.
be fine to fit that.
I mean, the guy's a 3 ERA this year. You could go pitch on the fucking Rays, Orioles, Nats, any fucking team. You can hand select what team he wants to be on.
Good.
Go to the fucking Yankees.
Yeah, you can go to the O's, go to the Angels.
Maybe the Yankees need another arm. Patrick Corbin, the future Jamie Moyer. It's starting to look like it, bro. He's aging like a fine wine. People forget he was actually batting practice for 4 straight seasons.
Like,
He's got
uh,
3 more years to pitch well, and then if something goes right again in those 3 years, you can have 4 more after that.
If his arm doesn't fucking fall off his body,
You understand that?
he's already like,
yeah, he's got until the Trump administration runs
Sure.
out.
And then possibly 4.
Yeah, maybe he retires. Yeah, the second.
Pistol is
that's a good point.
42.
I think I know his time frame.
As
got
long
about-
as
he's
as
got about
long as
3
the
years
country's
left.
red.
He's got about 3 years left.
Country's ready. He's good.
The country's red. He's on the bump.
Can we show the people the graphic, please? Because it's some of your best work. I mean, guys, check the data. The stats are all there. The facts are there. Look at the guy's fucking stats. During the different terms, and we don't usually get political, but this is just hysterical. Whatever you believe in, and if this upsets you, then you take the shit too seriously, and you need to readjust. But hilarious graphic, absolutely hilarious graphic. Patty C pitching extra comfortable these days, feeling good, feeling confident. Unbelievable.
Incredibly comfortable.
They got eyeballs on that puppy.
Yeah, it's up here now.
Sure.
Dude, what if he pitches for Team USA?
That could be the perfect way to close it out for the kid.
He might throw.
I can't believe we haven't thought of that before.
I would genuinely like you put Patrick Corbin on the mound while Trump's in office in the World Baseball Classic. He could throw. I'd feel not even. I wouldn't feel more confident in any pitcher going against the DR.
How has Mark DeRosa not hit his fucking line?
You have to.
I mean, the answer's right in front of him. Shit
Numbers
just
are
means
here.
more, bro.
It means so much more.
It literally just means more, dude. Oh, such a good bit and a great graphic. Hilarious.
There was no better captain for that than he needs to be studied.
Stats don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Unbelievable. Pirates are giving away a Mac Miller bobblehead. That's sick.
Saw that.
That's really cool. Pig City W follow a couple minutes ago. We appreciate you dropping a follow on the Twitch. We were also live on YouTube as well at Bookit Sports. Ooh,
Yep. There are gonna be
Shohei
some
bobblehead
fights.
nights.
Some fights.
Yeah, that could get dangerous, to be honest with you, bro. Did I tell you guys the bobble story at the James
It's
Wood?
today. It's today. Yeah.
Did I tell you guys the James Wood bobble story when I went?
No way. We have James Wood bobble stories hidden.
Well, I went back-to-back games because game 1, they ran out of bobbleheads in
Yeah,
like
I
a
remember
second.
that.
And also, our owners are
Latest
so
mom.
cheap. They do 10K bobblehead night giveaways. Most teams do 40K bobble giveaway nights.
10K is crazy.
And that's did
The
10K
Rays don't even
and
get
then
that low
another
sometimes.
10K. Yeah, because our owner is bankrupt. He's broke. He's poor. He has no money. It's a fucking joke. It's an absolute joke. 10K bobbles. Couldn't get there early enough. Had to fucking work. Didn't get the bobble. Night 2. Took a different approach. Got there early. So we got the bobble. All is good. There's this guy who was trying to get more than one bobble. And I don't know if it was a security guard or a cop. Some big dude came over and was like getting in his face saying, "Get the fuck out of here." Like pretty much putting this dude in his place. He was acting like a child. I guess whoever was passing out the bobbles noticed that he was coming back. And like the main guy came over and was like, "No, like you can't get another one." He's like, "Well, I had multiple tickets." He was being so immature. He was losing his fucking mind, Goots. It's like he turned back into an 8-year-old child going to his first baseball game ever. I was like, dude, you're a grown-ass man. Like, I'm all down to go and get the giveaway, but when I didn't get the bobble the night before, you didn't see me crying or screaming at the fucking employees like a freak.
I mean, people do that. They buy multiple tickets and give them multiple bottles.
Yeah, but they weren't. It's one bobble per person. It's not one bobble per ticket. They try.
They go to different games.
Sure. Sure. And look,
Ways of getting around.
I bet if you really wanted to fucking get it, you could. You could be a freak and hide your bobble and go back and get it. You could stash it like a fucking squirrel stashes nuts in his tree. And sure, you give it to your buddy and you run around to a new gate and try to get it and say, "Oh, I forgot mine," whatever. The workers were on their shit. And they did not let the guy get another bobble. And it made me happy.
Good.
I was like,
Good
do
for
not
them.
give this entitled dude a freaking second James Wood bobble. because odds are that guy's probably selling that bobble anyways if he cares that much.
Yeah.
He was being a lunatic. All right, side note, what's the coolest bobblehead giveaway? Let's turn the vibes around. Coolest bobblehead giveaway you guys have gotten or seen? Whether it's something you went to, I know Goots probably has a good answer here in a second. Yeah, whether it's a game you went to, whether it's one you have, or just something you saw. What's the coolest bobble giveaway? I'd say for the Nats, it's the Soto shuffle bobble that like he shuffled and moved on the bobble. That was fucking sick. They also have a Hallie Kendrick bobble coming out soon. I'm gonna need to get that.
Yeah, you're right in line for that.
Goots?
I'm thinking of past ones, but I think that the one this year beats all of those. Is that Coward and Iron Man one?
Yeah, that one's sick. You better get there early as shit for that.
No, I will.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear Goots, but they're doing a sick Cal Ripken bobblehead giveaway this year where he's like Iron Man themed. That's fucking dope. Jovan, what's the coolest bobble you've seen, bro?
Remember, I don't know if you're even tapped in enough for this, but when the Rays had Sam Fold, he was in Linsanity mode. He was like the craziest. He was like Kiermaier before Kiermaier.
Really?
So it was a big deal for the fans. They had him in a superhero or a Superman like costume with the Rays jersey on top of it, like floating the bobblehead. That was like a big deal at the time, which was crazy.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of the new Skeens bobble, right? Thinking outside the box, no pun intended. It's literally in like a box. It looks like it's a package, and then you grab it. It's like a heavy bobblehead, and they put a whole frame around it almost, it looks like. The new Skeens one that Rav got, it's pretty cool. The Snellzilla bobble was sick. I agree.
Snellzilla is sick.
That
Zach
one's
Campbell bobblehead. Could you get that?
certainly up there. If they make a Zach Campbell bobble, I'm out. I can't do it. That means we lose. We lose the war. If he gets if he gets his own bobble, that means we lost.
Lose the
and
war.
the losers who bring gloves to games, they won. That's what that means.
Zach Campbell bobbleheads?
No shot they sell Zach Campbell bobbles.
We're putting one of those in the office.
Dude.
Yeah, we're putting one of those in the office.
Another cool one was the Kyle Kuzma sweater bobblehead.
That was a pretty good one.
Yep. And one sec.
Oh my God, here it is. It's on Amazon. You can get it fast.
No shot. Oh my God. The guy's making his own bobbles with his parents' money. What a loser. What a loser.
Well, it says from the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum.
Yeah. You look into that a little bit more, you probably find out that he owns that shit too. Who knows?
You might.
Man. All right. I can't believe
the
it.
Reading Phillies have a Zach Campbell bobblehead too, meaning they gave it out. They like, yeah.
Tournament, if we don't hit a squad today or tomorrow, I'll buy the bobble. If we don't hit a squad ride today or tomorrow, I will buy the Zach Campbell bobble. Now, I can't say what I'm going to do with the bobble. I can't say I'm not going to smash into a million pieces once I receive it.
Yeah, well, you'll buy it and you'll send it here, so it can be here
Sure.
forever.
Sure. Okay. Let's get it done. Speaking of squad rides, maybe we take a little bit extra time today and try to lock the fuck in and hit a squad ride since we've lost a bazillion squad rides in a row.
Sure. Sure.
We had a great month last night. I think we were 14-7 or something like that.
Ooh, attitude.
Last month. This month we are 1-6. What the fuck is going on, dude?
Really bad week. Really bad.
What is going on? No way the Nats are fucking splooging, dude.
Just one.
Oh my God.
Just one, Krabs. It's just one on an error.
Why?
Not splooging.
Stars ML squad ride. Nice, Prime. Short.
Eesh.
Dudes. I can't believe it. All right, Gootsy, do me a favor. Run that puppy. I'm trying to see that train. Sure. All right, chat. We got to pick it up in the squad rides. I'm pulling up the outline from the other day, and I want to see what the hell we've been taking last week of late. Giants ML was cake for the last squad rides. The one before that, I forget which one it was, but Blue Jays first 5, and they ended up coming back and winning the full game. That was quail shits. We had the Panthers on the ML, I believe, which was also a loser.
Really bad.
Before that. Before that, we had the over in Seattle and Athletics. Nope, that actually
Look
lost.
at you.
That lost.
They almost said they came back and scored some runs, I think, late and edged.
Before that, we had the Pirates ML. That lost.
Really bad. Hashtag thank you, ref.
So, just ridiculous. The Blues ML hit before that, I guess, but we've lost a good chunk of squad rides in a row, folks. 1, 2,
Just a straight week,
3,
I'm pretty sure. Right?
4.
The Blues on a Friday.
Yeah. Not good. We got to lock the fuck in today, boys, and we got to hit a squad ride, please. All right? Life is good when squad rides are smacking. So let's lock in today. Let's click the right button. We're going to give you guys great options. All you got to do is pick your favorite play that you heard today. Best sell job you heard today. The play you know is turning green. Okay? We do have a consensus, Quake, on the board.
Those never hit in the squad ride. Legit have never once hit.
All right.
I'm just putting that out there.
That's the worst vibes of all time.
I'm just had to state a fact. You know what the last one was? The Panthers.
You have a counter?
I think we start off with the Nuggets.
Okay.
From your side.
Nuggets plus 4.5. Love it. They're winning that game outright, but we'll take the points for any fluke shit, especially for a squad ride, chat. Okay? Let's lock in here. We got one play in that puppy. GG Rangers. Yeah, I was super excited to put that in, but now I don't even want to think about it anymore. Let's go.
Imagine that's a squad ride and we don't go to.
Well, yeah, they're winning the game, though. That's one thing I know.
They're winning. We put it in.
They're winning the game.
Put it in.
What about that Cincy play? What time is that game now?
It's a little juicy now, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's been climbing as
I
we've
bet.
been talking.
Golly. Okay.
I've been looking.
All right. I mean, guys, the Rangers are winning the game. I'm not scared of it. I think we put them in.
They're dominating.
It might have to just be that good. So let's take our time here, though. We do have plenty of time today. We are not late today, which is good. So, we got the Nuggets plus 4.5. We got the Rangers on the ML.
Do we dare sneak his Dodgers over in here?
I don't know, man.
Up to 10.
Pax picks. I think Trent's doing night sweats tonight, bro. Did we put the Caps in here?
The Caps? Last time you had plums all over Caps. They were free.
Yeah. Let me peep the over in LA tonight as well. I want to go take a look at that puppy. A lot of shit betters on that over. Okay. We're gonna keep it to two-piece. We'll keep it simple today. Okay. Nuggets plus 4.5. We'll give you guys plenty of time to vote today. 10 minutes. Tell your friends, tell your buddies. What we need from you guys is a little bit more energy, a little bit more hearts. We need you guys to all send the Twitch link to your buddies. Get them involved. We need to get some more viewers in this puppy. And we need some new votes in the squad ride poll, right? I feel like, a couple months ago, we had way more votes for the squad ride poll. Would love to see those numbers uptick a little bit here, and that could lead to some more winners. So do me a favor, if your buddies are betting on sports, if your buddies love sports, if you got a gambling group chat, and I know all of you guys have at least one of those cases, send it in there. Help us out. Okay, we're doing all this stuff for free for you guys, working our butts off. We're getting this new office into shape. We got, we're leveling up the quality of the shows as well. Night Sweats has been killing it the last couple of nights. Help us out too. Lock in, send a link in your gambling group chat. Help us grow this puppy. Okay, all that's going to do is put a smile on our face and help us work harder. And please, like I said before to start the show out, can we click the right button in this two-piece poll? Nothing much to it. Very simple. Quality over quantity today, gents. Quality over quantity. Nuggets plus 4.5 and the Rangers on the money line. 2 plays, 2 winners. 2 plays, 2 winners. Okay? I would, but you're always chirping my Yankees. I'm sorry, BJ Cheek. You're still him. Your team's just not. Okay? Faden Hunter Brown, no thanks. Risings, go look at that strikeout square for me, bro. Okay? This is my gambling group chat. You know what, I will? You came to the right place then, bro. That's okay.
Live
That's
in
okay.
person, Night Sweatsburg,
Ooh.
Trent. That would he would be so mad.
Yeah, he'd be
if
pissed.
the Nuggets win, and we're sweating that on stream.
Ranges, 50U, graphic up and moving. Not today, Prime, but I do think they win, my man. Could be a good day for you today. Okay? No way Correa got hurt too, Chew. No. They're dropping like flies. Chat, get those votes in. You got plenty of time. Classic Twins getting hurt and beating the O's. Hashtag sorry, kids. Chat, what are you guys sweating out today? What other plays did you like that we didn't get to or didn't lock in? I guess we talked about every game. There's not many going on, but what are you sweating out right now? What are you locking in tonight? No, like I told you, I was going to wake up and he had 10 strikeouts, and he did. And my guy did not get a hit, so. No, 0 for 2. 0 for 2. Unbelievable. We got Nate Wright coming in with a subby. Let's go, Nate Wright.
Go, Nate.
Boy, I got a feeling Nate's making the right call in the squad ride poll today. Nate, what are you voting for today, bro? W's. Come on. Get those votes in chat. Please click the button of the play you know is turning green, not the play that's on the opposite of Trent's sides, not the play that is your favorite sports. The play you heard us talk about today that you can feel in your plums is turning green. That's how we all win. That's how we all win. Okay? Or you could just stay track. We got Miguel 162 coming in hot. Rangers. Sure we can, Miguel. There's a reason why we wear Texas on our chest, baby. Go Rangers. Come on, LC. Come on, LC. What do you say? Are you confident in your squad getting a win tonight? Sounds like it. Hell yeah. Get those votes in, chat. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock in. All right. You got about, 7 minutes left. You got plenty of time. Tell your buddies.
Plenty of time. Let them marinate.
Tell your buddies. All right. Yeah, an LC and Primer squad ride. Who would have thought? We got potentials. Still a lot of time left, though, okay? 2 plays, 2 winners. Nuggets plus 4.5. The Rangers on the ML. Prime, if the Rangers win today, you get to unblock. Or Jovan, you get to unblock Prime if he gets a win today?
Unblocked for the last one.
Okay. There you go, Prime. Attaboy. Why is Paddock Cy Young? I don't know. Why do they keep putting up squares to make it seem like he's going to pitch worse? So good, dude. He had a 5.5 hits allowed square up there that was super juicy to the over on the books. And it was so red. It could not have been more red. Against the O's.
The O's are just.
What are the books thinking?
Just seal meat.
Seal meat. Flounder meat. That was a new one on stream last night. That was a good one, Chad.
Love that one.
Good work.
Love that one.
That's what I'm talking about. Getting creative out here.
Flounder meat.
In the Big 2-5. Get those votes in chat. We got a couple minutes left. Okay. Twins get no respect. I know. And they've won like 10 games in a row. And the Orioles, they treat them like the fucking prime Yankees. Ooh.
Rhino fucking.
2-1. Come on, Goots. Do you believe in miracles?
Who's up?
Do you believe in miracles? Come on, Goots.
This reeks.
Come on.
Of one getting rolled.
Come on. What do you say?
Legit reeks.
What do you say? Sometimes all you got to do is chirp Pax Picks. That's a seasoned vet right there. Pax Picks knows ball. Sure. Jules takes full credit for Thunder Meat. Yep.
Yeah, that was Joe Wells.
Attaboy, Jules.
Good.
Short. Incoming triple play. Yep.
Dude, we get a triple play here. I mean, Goots, what would you go from that?
Where do you go from there? Awesome question. Hey,
Unbelievable.
Ravens schedule release. Sure they can. Okay. Yeah, we talked about predictions for our teams. I guess the one team we didn't talk about was the Bucks earlier today. How are you feeling about the Bucks schedule as we wrap up this show today?
Fantastic, Krabs.
Really?
Fantastic, especially because they have a super tough first half of the schedule and the second half is meat. And the first half of their schedule includes a lick back spot to start the year. Remember the way they lost both of those games against the Falcons last year? It was the game on the OT game on national television. I think it was Thursday night. Crazy game. The
The
game
way
that
they got swept by the Falcons last year.
well, yeah, it was the game they had 1,000,000 points. They lost in overtime.
Okay.
Remember that one? And then the home game where it was the first game after the whole team got hurt. And then they still found a way in that game and lost it on the end on a fumble that probably should have been called. That was Godwin. I mean, the whole defense was hurt all year. But that was just a Godwin one. Really bad. But yes, they lost 2 games against the Falcons in crazy fashion. They ain't losing in Atlanta week 1.
Okay.
The favorites right now.
As they should be.
Minus 2.5.
Ooh. 11.5 wins, maybe a tad too high for Baltimore. Yeah. They do know what they're doing. Although I will say, Goots, you might not want them to have the best regular season because when they fucking finally do it, it's going to be like the Caps when you least expect it. And it's going to hit.
All I want to do is beat the Bills and Chiefs. I want my leg back.
Okay.
You know what the crazy part is?
You got a chance on both those teams this year, right? Yep.
Imagine, just imagine adding Derrick Henry to beat the Chiefs and not even getting there. Not even getting there.
Goots, imagine pulling Blake Snell in the biggest fucking game of his career.
It wouldn't have mattered. We got shut out, Krabs. We got shut out.
It impacts the game.
It does. But
It impacts the game.
They were never beating the Dodgers anyway.
Well, now when you pull Blake Snell in that spot,
No.
no fucking shot.
Mr.
Krabs, how do you
Analytics.
feel about Rooker, Otani, Freeman, and Wilson all to get 2 TBs? Rowdy, I'll be honest with you, man. I do not love that lineup. Bless your heart, Rowdy. You're the man. But that's more of a Trent lineup. I cannot get there.
Can't ask Krabs about Super Goats.
I cannot get there with the Super Goats, Rowdy Rhymes. What I would do with that, I'd pivot. I'd take one of those goats. It's okay to take a goat, right? Goats hit. You just can't take 4 goats and expect a lineup to hit, right? So you take your favorite goat out of that list. You pair it with, a more lesser named guy on Prize Picks. Maybe it's that Littell more than a run square, although that's probably already started. No, that's tonight. Okay.
Well, now it's like an hour and a half.
Yep. Maybe it's Littell more than a runs allowed that you pair it with. That's how I'd say I'd pivot and take one of those goats. Little 2-piece. Give yourself a chance, right? We're getting away from these 2 pieces. Let's not forget 2 pieces on Prize Picks hit, right? I know we're shooting for the moon here. We're trying to hit, 6-mans and 4-mans. Placing a 2-man is okay, right? Sometimes you got to go back to a 2-man. Never hurt nobody.
2-man.
Sometimes you got to see
never
green.
hurt anybody.
No. If anything, it helps. It helps people. I will be locking in a 2-man, at least one tonight, and try to lock in. LC, come on. I know. We got to lock in a 2-man. We got to go back to the basics. The LC 2 pieces, those were bankroll bobs.
Can't believe we had a potential squad ride, boots on ground against Trent. We saw it. Unbelievable.
Wait, what game?
Nuggets.
Oh.
Dude. Literally Battle of Berg sweats.
It's all right.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's all right. Rangers ML, it's looking like, folks. Sure we can. Also feels right being down here, boots on ground in the new office. Good vibes. It worked last night for Patty C and Co.
Yeah.
Maybe it works tonight for your guy DeGrom.
Would be great.
Who's to say the ball can't bounce our way tonight? Not
Need
me.
that.
I think it
No
can.
way will he be
think it
someone
can.
in the moon.
Wow.
God, he's good.
The Orioles should trade Jackson Holliday and Ryan O'Hearn for him. Straight up.
He's so back. So back.
And he's playing defense.
He's always been a decent defender.
I mean, he was diving around the outfield like he was fucking prime Jacoby Ellsbury out there, dude.
He loves to throw the body around in the outfield.
Yeah, and he was making
He's a
diving
hard
plays.
guy. He's a hard guy.
I knew I liked Will Benson. Will Benson, actually a Krabs guy.
Yes, rare.
Changing the narrative here.
Super rare.
Changing the narrative. Will Benson, Krabs guy, heart guy, effort guy. Okay. All right, chat. WBTL down here in the studio. WTMA guys letting us use the studio as well until we get ours up and moving. Thank you guys for being patient. I know no streams earlier this week sucked, but we'll be back tomorrow as well. We'll have a sweats tonight for OKC and Trent's Thunder, sweating that puppy out. We appreciate you guys being patient and understanding that we're locking in this week in the office ready and just trying to improve the content for you guys. So let's have a great rest of our week. Let's cash the squad ride tonight. Okay, Rangers on the money line. It just feels right being down here, locking in primer squad on the Rangers, especially after what Patty C did last night. Right?
Yep.
Back into DeGrom on the ML, fading Hunter Brown.
It's DeGrominate.
Let's DeGrominate tonight, folks. W stream, W chat. We appreciate all you guys. All right. Miguel coming in with a resub as well. I don't know if I shouted you out or not. Same with Nate Wright. We appreciate both you goats. Have a great rest of your day, guys. We'll see you later. All right. W stream today. Rangers ML. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be.
We'll be.
Peace.